Hello, America. I'm Cowboy Colin, and I'm filling in for Blaze today. So, yeah. Sorry. Ladies, have you ever wondered what is going on inside your husband or boyfriend or fiance's brain? Well, look no further, because today we will be doing an in-depth presentation of the male brain. Stupid camera. Can't get this thing right now. Oh my god. Blaze couldn't tell me to do what to do. So this is the... Sorry. This right here is the male brain. This, the first gland that we have here today, is what I like to call the male vision brain. This gives the male the ability to scope out a deer 50 yards away in a cornfield and pinpoint precisely hit a long shot on that deer. But it does not give him the ability to see a ketchup bottle on the second shelf of the pantry or refrigerator after his spouse has told him multiple times where the ketchup bottle is. This right here is what we call the lame excuses gland. Now, ladies, if you have ever had a boy or man or something come up to you and say, well, I don't want to, sorry, I don't know what I'm doing now. I don't think we should date anymore because I love you so much. I think you're just going to break my heart, so we should break up. That generates from the lame excuses gland. This little thing right here is the remote control and TV center gland. This gives the male the ability to go into any public place or his own household for that matter and sniff out any remote controls or TV or remotes like a bloodhound. This little part right here is the toilet aiming center. So, ladies, they like to think that us men just like go in the bathroom, pull our britches down, and try to pee all over the place. Well, actually, back in the old days before toilets were ever a thing, men peed outside. If you had to wipe, you wiped with a leaf. So, the fact that men had all the room in the world to pee, and then we had a bowl the size of a football, does not work. So, thus making the males not able to pee good. And somewhere on here, I forgot to write it down, I think, would be the beer gland, or alcohol gland, or maybe even drug gland. This even more affects the toilet aiming center. Here is the sports region. This gives the male the ability to remember favorite sports, favorite teams, favorite everything, favorite statistics, everything. He can tell you anything about sports, and that is a purified fact. This is the anniversaries and birthday gland. This is the thing that the male is not good. Hint, hint, why it's not super big. So, a man can remember who won the Super Bowl way back in 1977, but cannot remember his girlfriend's birthday or his anniversary. This is the message center. This is when we men get a message from a woman or anybody else, and then whatever we hear, our ear sends it to this place right here, the message center. So then, after that happens, our message center will then will give men the option on whether they want to react like they want to kill somebody or if they just want to go ha 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 after. This right here is the listening gland. You really can't see it, it's non-existent, but it's still there. This will give the man the ability to basically drown out every single thing his wife or girlfriend or fiance tells him that she thinks is important. Okay, this is the power tools and heavy equipment gland. This will let a man have fun, and this also will let a man know what he needs to do if he needs to use a forklift or if he needs to use something else. So yeah, everything, especially when a man walks into Home Depot or Lowe's or anything that sells tools, this gland starts activating like crazy. This is the outside chores region. This means weed eating, cutting the grass, doing some lawn work, maybe even gardening if you're into that type of stuff. So yeah, that is the outside chores region. While here, this little thing here, we have the inside chores region, which is very much smaller than the outside chores region because, let's face it, men like to go outside and cut the grass and cut the trees and, weed eat, edge, all that good stuff. They don't like folding towels and doing laundry and washing dishes. So then, something else, this is the measurement center. This gives the ability to a man to measure any nut, bolt, sprocket, anything that has to do with working outside. But it gives the male the inability to measure stuff below the waist region. And last but certainly not least, this is what I like to call the HFTG gland, the hunting, fishing, trucks, and gun gland. This will give the male the ability to argue with another male on who shot the biggest buck, who caught the biggest fish, who has the best truck, and who has the most guns. This is what this gland does for the male. So, if we look back, that's everything in the male gland. But I did not put on this anatomy of the brain, the second male brain. Yes, there's two, which would be the sex gland. It's very much smaller than the big brain, and that will send. So imagine the little brain. It comes from all the way over here and sends messages all the way up to the message center, and then after the message center goes, after it goes to the measurement center, then the listening center expands, gets way bigger. I'm talking probably half the size of this brain, probably like this amount of the brain. Then after that, you know what happens. But yes. So, thank you guys. This was the in-depth presentation of the male brain. I am Cowboy Colin. And who knows? Maybe Blaze won't ever come back at all. Did you know that? God bless America. Stay safe.